Sawadee krap, welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. It's Monday, March 2nd, and I'm your host, JP Mestanza. Let's start with our top story. The death of a Myanmar couple's newborn baby at a workers' camp in central Phuket earlier this month has exposed the lack of support by government agencies in ensuring migrant workers have access to basic health care under the law. Back on February 12th, Myanmar couple Ang Chu Lin and Miss Mo Chat, both 24, they went to Talang Hospital as Mo was pregnant and she felt the baby was about to be born. But Ang said they asked about the cost and they were told it'd be 20,000 baht. They decided it was too expensive and planned to return to Myanmar to have the baby there. But Mo started having contractions and neighbors in the Sri Suton workers camp where they live helped deliver the baby, but she died 13 hours later. Rescue workers were called along with police who told the Phuket News that no charges were going to be pressed against anyone because they couldn't find any evidence that anyone was responsible for the baby's death. The director of Talang Hospital, Banpat Bangklub, says they have standard procedures for pregnant migrant workers, but he gave no explanation about whether or not hospital staff confirmed the mother's right to standard health care as guaranteed under Thai law, or the 20,000 baht price that Mr. Ang was told by Talang Hospital staff that he would have to pay. The World Health Organization plainly states that migrant workers who have work permits are fully covered by the Thai Social Security scheme, which is mandatory, and Thai nationals and migrants who contribute to Social Security system have equal rights of access to health services and more. But both Bangklub and Sangdao Pomkan, head of the management division at the Talang Hospital, they both denied any knowledge about this case, and Ms. Sangdao made her position clear on the issue, saying they will, quote, not follow up on this. Even the senior officer at the Phuket Social Security Office, Pirapon Porvon Tanasan, says she was unaware of the baby's death, saying it's up to the employee to contact Social Security Office, and no one has contacted her, saying she doesn't know why they didn't go to the hospital, as employees are covered by the Social Security Office, covered for up to 13,000 baht in fees for natal care. She states that it's the employee's responsibility to claim compensation for the baby's death. However, that understanding flies in the face of the action taken by the Phuket Social Security Office in the wake of the horrific building collapse in the same area in Talang in November that killed 7 workers, when the director of the National Bureau of Occupational Safety and Health and the Inspector General of the Department of Labor Protection and Welfare, they inspected the site of the building collapse. In that case, the Phuket Social Security Office was ordered to accelerate, quote, the examination of various rights regarding remedies for workers. But despite this, the Ms. Pirapon of the Phuket Social Security Office says the responsibility of informing workers of their benefits, it lies with the Phuket Provincial Employment Office, not hers. We also asked the Phuket Employment Office Chief, Santi Nantansawan, who also had no knowledge of the baby's death, but said they're now trying to find out which company oversees the camp where the Myanmar couple are staying to see if everything is legal. But what do you guys think about this? Let us know down in the comment section below on who is responsible or if anyone could be held responsible. Health officials are announcing the first Thai person to die as a result of a coronavirus infection, although doubts have been raised over what they've been diagnosed with. But officials are sure that one more person was infected with the virus in Thailand. On Sunday, the Public Health Ministry announced that a 35-year-old man died of multiple organ failure on Saturday night. This man had been admitted to a private hospital in January to be treated for dengue fever. Then, he was transferred to the Infectious Diseases Institute in Nonthaburi because he had also contracted the COVID-19 virus, according to officials. While the Public Health Ministry says there are doubts and that they are investigating the man's death, the head of the King of Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital's Center for Emerging Diseases, Dr. Tiravat Hemuchuda, says that the man did not have any other underlying diseases and his 2 lungs were affected by pneumonia, which shows that he did indeed catch COVID-19 from the very beginning, not dengue fever, and went on to say that the Public Health Ministry probably made some inaccurate assessment of the patient's conditions and diseases. Meanwhile, officials are also announcing that a new virus case has been detected in Thailand, a 22-year-old Thai woman who worked as a tourist assistant, bringing the total number of cases in Thailand to 43, with 31 people having already been fully recovered. Globally, the coronavirus has reached over 88,200 people in 66 countries with 3,000 deaths. Nearly 2,900 of those deaths are in China. Meanwhile, the coronavirus has already forced MotoGP to postpone indefinitely their season opening event in Thailand's Buriram province later this month due to the spread of the virus after the Qatar GP was cancelled. The virus has also forced Thai Premier League games to be played behind closed doors for at least the month of March, while the Asian Football Confederation is meeting today on what they will do for the opening World Cup qualifying matches later this month. Police acting on a tip arrested 2 men with 300 kilos of kratom leaves bundled into sacks in a pickup truck in Talang early this morning. Police were informed that a pickup truck would be bringing the delivery of kratom onto the island, so they set up a checkpoint near Wat Patong in Talang, and at about 5 a.m., they followed a suspicious vehicle, swooping in for the arrest of the 2 men inside the truck, a 24-year-old and a 31-year-old, confirming that large white sacks in the back of the truck were filled with kratom leaves. The 2 men said the kratom was brought into Thailand from Malaysia and delivered to Hat Yai, where they picked it up to bring to Phuket. The 2 men were charged with possession of Category 5 drug with intent to sell, and an investigation is now taking place. Sit tight, Phuket Extra will be right back after this.
It's the Phuket Hospitality Golf Challenge 2020. Register at Laguna Golf Phuket or ASEAN-events.com.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Phuket Governor Patong, together with a host of local officials on Friday, joined the ceremony to unveil a statue honoring the founding father of Phuket Town, Praya Wichit Songkram. The 8.7 million baht statue was unveiled on the southeast corner of the grounds of Wat Wichit Songkram on Narison Road, which was chosen because the temple on the site was built by his order some 179 years ago, when Phuket Town was first being developed under his guiding hand. Students from the Phuket Technical College delivered their donations of 20 trolleys to residents of Rassada who have been struggling through the water shortage of Phuket. The donation was made last Thursday, and the trolleys will help residents transport their water supplies from the main road to their houses in Rassada. Some parts of Phuket are experiencing a water outage, mostly in areas where water pressure is too low to distribute to sufficiently. The hard-hit area of Soi King Keo in Rassada, which is one of the poorest and most densely populated residential areas on the island, have been receiving deliveries of water supplies by Rassada municipality trucks since January 15th. Phuket's newly founded AFL team will play their first game at the Alan Cook Ground, the ACG in Talang, on Saturday, March 7th. The Phuket Power will be in the 3rd annual Phuket AFL Masters football tournament this Saturday starting at 8 a.m. It's an all-day AFL tournament with teams from Thailand, Indonesia, Cambodia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Vietnam, and the reigning champions from Malaysia. Anyone interested can follow the link below or visit thephuket.news.com. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. We'd like to get your feedback on any of the news you just watched, so drop us a line in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.